Everything in Western Australia wants to kill you. So if you're looking at moving to Western Australia, especially near Perth in the southwest, then I'm going to be going through what kind of creatures you can expect to encounter. So let's get straight into it. So when I started this video, I wasn't actually intending on making it about the wildlife in Australia, but kind of just sort of got onto that topic. So obviously one of the things you might not know is that crocodiles aren't actually all over Australia. For example, if you saw this place and I said to you we're in Australia, you would probably presume that it's a croc infested lake, but it's not. Down in the southwest of Australia and pretty much all up the west coast, there's no crocodiles. It's not until you get sort of 16-hour drive, 17-hour drive maybe, north of Perth. So there's no crocodiles down in the southwest where we are. There are lots of sharks, don't get me wrong, in the sea, obviously. I mean, who would think sharks in the sea, right? It still amazes me when I see it on pages that, you know, people have spotted a shark off the coast in the sea. Yeah, no shit. But yeah, it is what it is. Wildlife here is something that people seem to get scared and say, oh no, I couldn't move there because of the spiders and the snakes, and see few and far between. I've seen a couple of redbacks since I've been here. One was in my garage when I moved in because no one had been in the house for 6 months or whatever. I haven't seen one since in the house. What's that, baby?
I don't know.
Let's have a look. Ah, some kind of plastic screw. Nice.
Yeah, it's the shape of a flower.
Ah, it's off of someone's bucket or something, I'm guessing.
It's the shape of a flower.
It is. Do you want it?
Can I see it?
Yeah. So yeah, you do find some litter here, but I don't think it's intentional litter. Just putting it with our boats. So in today's video, we are walking around a place called Brook Dam. It's a little place down in near a town called Pemberton. Not that way, darling. We're going to go this way with my daughters today. So you might get some 4-year-old commentary over the top of what I'm saying. So please excuse that, but it is what it is. Joys of being part-time daddy. Now, one thing you do have to remember when moving to Australia is that a drive here is not the same as a drive back in the UK. A half-an-hour drive doesn't sound like a lot in the UK, and in terms of time is time, but what's that?
I didn't know I could stroke that dog. Me too.
You got to stroke that dog. I know, you're lucky girls. Sorry about that. So yeah, drive time. Obviously time is time, so a half-an-hour drive is a half-an-hour drive. But in terms of obviously there being no traffic down where I am in Western Australia, a half-an-hour drive is a long drive in terms of the distance you'll cover. When I was living in the UK, I lived right near London. A half-an-hour drive would probably get you about 20 miles down the road. Here, half an hour would get you, I don't know, maybe 60, 70 k's down the road. It's hard, I have to convert it because obviously back in the UK we use miles and here they use kilometers an hour. But yeah, you know what I'm saying. It's basically you cover a lot more ground in the same amount of time you would in the UK. Now you got to be wary of these little buggers if you move to Australia. They're pretty good over here in this part of Western Australia, but when it's breeding season, they do like to swoop and give you a nice little peck on the head. So yeah, over here they're pretty good, aren't they, girls? We've not had any problems with them since we've been here. They tend to run away from us, but if they're having babies then they'll try and protect their babies. Alright, let's go this way, girls. So one of the things that you definitely need to be aware of as well when moving to Western Australia when you're driving is the kangaroos, emus and all those lovely things. When it gets to sort of dusk, between sort of 4:30 and 6 o'clock, they really become more lively, and yeah, do expect them to just jump out in front. It's not quite as dramatic as that, like they're going to jump out at you all the time, every time you go for a drive. But you know, you just gotta have your wits about you, because 1 minute you'll be looking off over in a field and thinking, oh, they're miles away, I've got to worry about them. And then all of a sudden, before you know it, they sprint across that field, or bounced across that field, should we say, and in front of your car. So yeah, you just have to be very mindful when driving in the evenings here. Alright, so now we're going to head down to a little beachy part. So in the summer, this place is absolutely heaving with people. It's a nice little sort of swimming spot, even though it is full of marron. And for you that don't know what marron is, it's basically like a freshwater lobster, if you like, and they get pretty big. And I've seen people pull them out of the lakes here. And I guess they kind of steer clear of people, but yeah, they've got pretty big claws, and I don't think you'd want to step on one, because they could probably take a toe off quite easy. One of the things that I've noticed here as well is, it's a bit of an obvious one really, but how sparsely populated it is. Like literally, this place is so beautiful and there's just no one here. Yeah, all right, okay, it's not like a nice weather day, but it's a beautiful place to come for a walk, and you get it all to yourself. Like, where could you go in the UK and have a beautiful luxury place like this all to yourself? I mean, there's probably places, but down in the southeast where I was in the UK, not a chance. So basically what I'm trying to say to you is that the most dangerous kind of creature that you're probably going to find here is a marron. And unless obviously you want to go swimming out in the sea, surfing and doing stuff like that, then obviously you do have to deal with the fact that there are sharks in their natural environment and there is a chance they might eat you. But from as far as I know, it is very few and far between of people getting attacked by sharks. But yeah, me personally, I'm not a one for going deep in the sea anyway, unless it's on a boat fishing. Yeah, so stay away from the sharks and you'll be fine, is guess what I'm saying. And my girls want to tell you one more little thing about spiders. What did you say? Jumping spiders don't bite. They're quite cute, aren't they?
Yeah.
And those are probably one of the only things that you do get in your house, and they're the size of a bloody fruit fly. A bit bigger than that, but yeah, they're minute. They're quite cute, to be fair. Fun fact for you, 100% of shark attacks happen in the sea. So as long as you stay on land, you're right. So yeah, if it's your partner, whether that be your wife or your husband or whatever it may be, telling you not to move here because of the spiders and the snakes, I really do want to just say to you, and I can't stress this enough, pretty much the last of your worries. Snakes, I've seen a handful, and every time they see you they just slither away. They're not interested in you one bit. And spiders are too small to usually hurt you. I mean, yeah, right, you get some big huntsmen and that, and if you go over east, then yeah, you do get the funnel web spiders, which are horrible and deadly. But that's why we chose the west, because my missus is an arachnophobe. So yeah, we just get the big ugly ones that can't hurt you here. And my girls want to tell you one more little thing about spiders. What did you say? Jumping spiders don't bite. They're quite cute, aren't they?
Yeah.
And those are probably one of the only things that you do get in your house, and they're the size of a bloody fruit fly. A bit bigger than that, but yeah, they're minute. Literally, they're quite cute, to be fair. Oh, sorry, what was that? What's your favourite thing about Australia?
Dogs are here, so there's so many dogs here, so that's why I like Australia.
Yeah? Yeah. There's lots of dingoes. Wild dingoes. Not here though. There are dingoes in WA, but where we are in the southwest, not to say there isn't any, but they're very sparsely populated. A bit further south, where we went to the Valley of the Giants, they get them down there. But yeah, in general down in the southwest there's not really many about at all. Right, Winnie, what's your favourite thing about Western Australia? No, not koalas anymore. Was koalas
I
for a
do
while.
like koalas.
She does like koalas, yeah.
Daddy.
What else? Alright, well you think about it and you tell me in a minute, yeah? Look, I can see people's footprints. It means people have been here. Right, come on in, chuck your stones. But, there is a big but. There's always a payoff for everything, and I'm going to show you exactly what I mean right now. These little bastards are everywhere. Mosquitoes. Bloody horrible, pesky mosquitoes. I don't know if you can see them that well on the camera, but yeah, awful little things. They look like they're quite busy. They're not coming for me at the moment, maybe because it's, I don't know, middle of the day or something. I don't really know, to be fair, but yeah, during the evening they are a pain in the ass. What's that, baby? And although it's winter and you know it's not exactly warm, it's still absolutely beautiful. The birds here are still amazing. You got all the parrots, cockatoos. It is so peaceful. Okay guys, so I'm not going to make this a video a long one. So all these videos are new to me, doing this style of video about Australia. Obviously, if anyone knows me from back in the day, I was doing truck vlogs. That is predominantly how I got into doing YouTube, but obviously moved here, and I'm quite interested to see what you guys want and like. What is it that interests you about these kind of videos? And also, one thing that also interests me quite a lot is whereabouts in Australia have you moved to, or whereabouts in Australia are you looking at moving to if you are moving here. So yeah, fire away in the comments, and don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe really helps the channel out a lot, and hopefully I will see you on the next video. Bye bye. Say bye, girls.